So this is what everybody really looks like when they take their mask off after guns, beer, and therapy. Oh my goodness.
Try to take a shower here, guys. Come on, get out of here. Close your eyes.
Howdy, Hillbilly Nation. This is American Hillbilly. Man, I hope y'all are doing wonderful today. Just wonderful. Oh, my goodness. Hope everybody's staying warm. A lot of people across the country, it's been pretty cool. No doubt about that. Cold weather, snow, and ice. So I hope everybody's staying warm and doing great. And yeah, we was even a few minutes later of getting started that we most usually do. But anyway, we was telling stories back there in the green room. So anyway, sorry about that. We lost track of time. Oh my goodness. Look at all these awesome, awesome people out there. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate each and every one of you. And anyway, we got some fine folks back here in the green room. So let's go ahead and bring them out so everybody can say howdy. First up, we got Moondog. How you doing, buddy?
Hi, how's everybody doing? I'm doing great. Just got back from the range today. Was my RSO duty day, but I also got a chance to shoot Boomsticks challenge again today. So we'll see how that turns out. Yeah, but glad to be here.
Good to have you here, buddy. My goodness, good to see you. Oh my goodness, man, there's so many great people out there in the side chat.
Oh yeah, indeed.
Try to start highlighting some of these, and yeah, Cyclops Hillbilly. Yeah, I'm not competing with Joe. So anyway, good to see each and every one of you out there. And thanks so much for being here tonight, Moondog. And let's get the rest of these fellers out here. So up next is Mr. JH586. How you doing tonight, Jamie?
Better than I deserve. Thanks for having me, man.
Good to have you. Good to have you, buddy.
Well, thank you. What a big time fun weekend it's already been. We got a little bit of snow, and we were off Friday. That was yesterday. And we are having church in the morning, so I got to get up and go to church. And but we're not having Sunday school. We're just having the main service because the slush will refreeze overnight, and so it'll be, if there's any moisture at all on the road, it'll be a skating rink in the morning. So hopefully all that mess got dried up tonight or today during the day. It got up to a whopping 34 degrees today here in the South, and maybe later we'll get talking about winter in the South. It's an absolute trip. If you're not familiar with it, we'll go into that a little bit. But yeah, man, thanks for having me. Let's get on with this.
All right, well, thanks for being here. And yeah, Joe, I got a pirate patch here too, so but I'm gonna try it tonight. I may have to put it on. I got the lights tried to turn past me so it's not up here in my eye, and so hopefully I can go through the night without having to wear the patch. So man, and I see some people already have got the hashtag in, hashtag HBN112, and that'll get you entered in tonight's giveaway. So thanks for being here, Jamie. Appreciate you, buddy. And up next, we have Mr. Pat in the Bunker. How you doing tonight, buddy? Glad you're in the bunker, not out in the snow or ice.
Yeah, well, actually, for once, I was warmer than Jamie today. It actually got up to 43 degrees here. So, no, but yeah, still glad to be down in the bunker. The temperatures dropped off pretty quick where I'm at right now. So glad to be down here. Just got done actually making a little bit of supper on the old wood stove and pulled some cookies out of the oven. So yeah, that's what I was mowing on right as I was coming into the green room. So yeah, just doing some wood stove cooking and yeah, enjoying life. Thanks for having me on, brother.
Oh man, so glad you could be here. And yeah, we actually warmed up to like 41, 42 today. So, we got some dripping going on outside, which is nice. Still got a lot of snow on the ground. But like right now, it's just right at, just barely above freezing. But I can't fire my wood stove up unless it's well below freezing because it'll run us out of the house. I mean, you got open windows and doors and stuff.
That's
So
good
we're
insulation.
very thankful to have just a great, wonderful wood stove. And but yeah, it's one of the things we kind of have to make sure it's cool enough to even fire that baby up. And I've tried like
Yeah,
just get it going and only putting like just a few small logs and kind of keeping it shut down, and man, it'll be 80 degrees in here in no time. And it's like, well, that
yeah.
ain't working very well. So very
That
thankful that we have it.
that's the way it was here. I probably shouldn't have turned it on, but the furnace kicked on a couple times, and I was like, nope, I'm gonna just light the wood stove up. And now I'm down here in a t-shirt and shorts, and I've got a window open. So,
Mhm.
but better than the alternative. I'll put it that way.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and that wood stove, I think that's one of the best trades I ever made. I don't know about anybody else, but here in the mountains, we do a lot of bartering and trading and stuff. And the boy had that, and he was moving, and where he was moving to was like a condo or apartment or something.
Mhm.
And so he he wasn't going to be able to take it with him. And anyway, we got talking one day. He came into our restaurant, and he's like, "You know anybody looking for a wood stove, do you?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "So we're moving," and he goes, "Actually, I bought some land. We're going to build there eventually, but I don't want to like store this wood stove and all this." He goes, "But I want to sell it and get me a riding mower so I can kind of maintain that property and everything." And so we did some trading, and yeah, so I was very fortunate and really blessed to come up with that thing, and so yeah, it's just been wonderful. But anyway, we still got some awesome people back here in the side chat, so let's bring them out. Um, Up next, we got from Day at the Range, Elijah. Oh wait, no, that Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies. How you doing, Chad?
That was cruel right there. Yeah. I'm doing good. It's about 22 degrees here in eastern Kentucky, giving a low of 19 tonight, but it's going to get up to about 40 tomorrow. So we got a range day planned, me and my buddies. So we'll get some videos made tomorrow, maybe. And made a couple yesterday, but that's about it. It's been dodging the snowflakes down here. I think it's quit now. We ended up with about 6 or 8 inches on the ground, but
Oh, that's
glad to
pretty
be
good.
here. Glad to be here tonight, and look forward to it.
Well, good to have you, buddy. Good to have you. Um, looking forward. I seen that video put out today. It's some nice grouping, and looking forward to another video with that gun. So, and that was, you said, a 16-inch barrel Savage, right?
16.5 inch Savage Mark II, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, this is grouping really nice. Well, appreciate you being here. And up next, we got everybody's favorite gizzard, Mr. Gizzard Gary. How you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing all right. I don't know about favorite gizzard. I don't know how many gizzards there are out there. So I don't know if
Well,
there's a
you're a
whole lot of
favorite.
competition, but I appreciate you having me. I'm glad to be here.
Well, good to have you here, buddy. Good to have you. And this probably be your last Guns Bearing Therapy for a couple weeks, huh?
Yeah, it will be.
Yeah. Yeah. heading out to Vegas, baby.
Yeah.
Well, man, sounds like a lot of fun. I hope you all have fun out there this year. I'm
We'll have you out there some other year.
yeah, it's so much going on here. There's just no way I can find time to make it, but I enjoy watching all your guys' videos from there, finding out what's coming out new and all this, and so I can sit down and make a list of stuff that I might probably won't ever own, but oh man. Well, thank you so much for being here tonight, buddy. And up next we have Opson and Pat in the bunker. We got Garage Guy. Except for you're not in the garage tonight, are you, buddy?
No, it's a little bit too cold this time of year. I don't have any heat up there, but believe me, in the summertime, I got that big bay door open, sitting up there at midnight making videos. I love it. But the snow finally stopped here early this morning. We got about 6 or 7 inches on top of what we already had, and don't look for a temperature to get up maybe enough to melt it a little bit, but other than that, I'm glad it stopped. It's always good to be here, see all those familiar names there in the side chat. Mike, it's Saturday night, my friend. Let's have some fun.
Oh yeah, you betcha. Appreciate you being here, buddy. And real quick, I'm gonna address this out there. I don't think I've seen anybody else address it. Oh well, he's asked Jamie. Okay. Country Rimfire says, "Can you give memberships to certain people, or is it random?" It is random, buddy. You can't pick and choose who gets them, and I don't know why StreamYard don't do it that way. You know, I can't even like say, hey, I want to get the membership to so and so and so and so. It just they just don't let it do it that way. So anyway,
StreamYard don't have anything to do with it. It's YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry I misspoke. Yeah, YouTube. And but yeah, it's just a random deal. But it's most usually people that watch the channel or have watched the channel. Best or at least kind of what I've been told. But you know. But anyway, we still have somebody else back in the side chat.
Mhm.
And last but not least, our favorite leather master here, craftsman, Mr. Mark Thomas. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, doing fantastic. Great evening, great day. Looking forward to a little bit of fun this evening. We'll see how long I can stick around till I'm about ready to take a nap. Let's get it rolling.
All righty. Well, good to have you guys here, each and every one of you. Man, goodness. The side chat out there is just awesome, man. They're just rocking and rolling out there. Always great to have each and every one of you. I was wanting to start off tonight's show just saying that myself personally, we've all seen on the news and stuff, but keeping those families out there in California that's involved in these fires and stuff, keep them in your prayers and everything. And there's still people, there's still Americans. Regardless of, I know some people, I've heard, just different, channels or different opinions. And well, most of them's rich, blah, blah, blah. Man, I wouldn't want anybody to experience that because when I was, I believe it was 8 or 10 years old, somewhere in there, we lost our house to a fire.
Oh.
And I mean, we lost pretty much everything. Just pretty much what could be thrown out the windows or whatever, was all that was saved. And, man, that's just devastating to, only have what, the clothes you got on your back and, ours was early in the morning, and so pretty much everybody's in pajamas and stuff, and so you know that's just it's a rough thing to go through, and so please
Yeah.
keep those people in your prayers and stuff. They are Americans, and they're somebody's brother, sister, mom, dad, cousin or something. So, just
Yeah.
be with them. And we got sighting out there. Jamie, would you like to count us down?
In 3, 2, 1.
Hey.
Mario.
What's up, Mario?
West Coast weirdo.
Well, also back up in the chat, we had Mr. G Webs Gun Websites. He gifted
Oh, nice.
5 memberships. Thank you, buddy. I really appreciate that. That is really awesome. Thank you so much for doing that. That's awesome. You guys to do that. Man, just such a great bunch of people here in a community that's just amazing. And
Yeah, that's a shame. Can I add something to what you were saying earlier there, Hillbilly? Because
yeah,
the,
you betcha.
the fires now are like all over Los Angeles, and I'm originally from there. So the places that were focused on earlier on with the Palisades fire, yeah, those were very bougie homes and they focused on whichever movie stars' homes were in danger or they had them on TV. But the fires are now in places. One's like within 10 miles of where I grew up. My mom's still there, so it's not necessarily all rich folks that live in Los Angeles, just average folks like you and me. So yeah, their homes are just as in jeopardy as those rich folks down by the ocean.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No doubt about that. And I mean, that's just man, that's something I never hope to experience ever again or wish it upon anybody. And anyway, real quick here, we'll get back to this in just a second, but Country Rimfire gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much, buddy. I really appreciate that. Man, you guys are just totally awesome. And we got Abigail coming in here with
15 months.
VIP for 15 months. Wow, thank you. Appreciate that so much. And again, while we're on this subject, we definitely don't want to get into politics. We've heard a lot about that stuff, and we kind of try to keep that off, or kind of out of here. And there's lots of fingers to be pointed at out there, and a lot of them probably passing the buck on others and everything. So, hopefully, if there's people that's responsible, that'll all, end up in the wars, maybe. We just never know. But also, we got Gizzard Gary out here, VIP member for 16 months. He says, I beat Abby. Well, thank you so much for that, buddy. And I think some other people may have something to say about the fires out there and stuff. So please go ahead.
I'll say something. And I want to be careful how I say this, but I mean it from my heart. If you're one of these people who think that we shouldn't be praying for these folks because they're well off financially or whatever, maybe it's because they're left wingers and they get what they deserve or whatever, shame on you.
Yeah.
Absolutely shame on you. These are human beings that don't deserve to be. Well, I hope they don't. That's beyond my pay grade.
It's not our judgment, is it?
Yeah, that's way above my pay grade. But How can you not have compassion on anybody that's losing their home?
Amen.
Yep.
Some of
And
those folks out there living amongst the the very wealthy are the people that work those what they call the gig economy. They're the people that are out there doing lighting and doing sound, setting things up. They are hardworking Americans. They deserve our compassion. They deserve our support. So yeah, if you're hating, you shouldn't be.
exactly.
Well, I'll turn around and say this about that. Yeah, they're out there and they're working and they're probably making a pretty good income. But if you're taking a look at what the cost of living is out there,
Oh yeah.
they're making that much money because that's what they've got to get to survive.
Yep.
And their standard of living is probably no different than the majority of blue collar workers in America.
But the rent is insane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. For a little studio apartment in LA. Whew. And the gas prices here are just crazy. So
Yeah. Something. I mean, that's just crazy. The prices out there. I also want to shout out our attacking daughters. It's a member for 6 months. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Yeah. I mean, keep those people in your prayers. I mean, in those houses, also, regardless of politics of a mom or a dad or whatever, there a lot of times there's kids, there's children. Not only count that, there's animals too. I mean, it's just kind of all the way around. I've seen a lot of videos, people, leading horses, out of the fire area and stuff like that. So, not counting just their natural habitat, but I pray and hope that this might be a wake up call for them to be prepared for these these types of situations. And I think, like most of us in 2A community, a lot of us agree that it's better to be prepared for something and never need that stuff than not be prepared, and get caught, like somebody like you'd say with your pants down, so man, that's, I know, like, just for us, like when we knew we was getting bad weather and stuff, went and got gas, we made sure we had plenty of groceries, just all kinds of stuff. Made sure there's plenty of wood in the wood shed. Those are things we're going to use anyhow. But we were being prepared, and we was able to still get around in 4-wheel drive, and stuff like that. But the stuff we were already going to consume. So why not try to get stocked up on it? And if we don't need it, it's no big deal. We're going to use that gasoline. We're going to use those canned goods or whatever, that wood, for the fireplace, or, propane in your propane tank, whatever. And so, like I said, it's just always best to try to be prepared and hope you don't use it. And so hopefully, out there, they will, this will get some people's heads thinking and some people in the right places or whatever. And so when something devastating like this happens again, that they can be prepared, and and hopefully they don't need it, the water or whatever stuff they have in place. But if they do, they have it. And so I think that's a big part for us to kind of all look at, and, just take in consideration for ourselves, our community, things like that. And so
There's also quite a few historic sites that have been affected by the fires. This one, I just saw Will Rogers Ranch burned up.
Yeah.
Oh, that broke my heart. And that last round a year or so ago, George Schultz, the guy from Peanuts, took that whole place.
Oh, right. Yeah. In Santa
Mhm.
Rosa.
Yeah, that was terrible. Oh my goodness. So we've lost not only, current things, but history, American culture, Americana.
Yeah. And I think G Wubs was saying the other night, I believe it was on Gary's show, there's this place like you could drive down right to the beach or whatever. It was, the buildings were old, it's been there for years. And said he used to love just go down there and just relax. It's, just so cool. He said, I think he said he believes like all that's burned up now, And so not only that, memories, too. And just, in Malibu, okay, yeah. And so, it's just, it's just sad, same way when, the hurricane got up there, in the mountains. I mean, it was a sad deal. And, you know, uh, that's something that just, never really happened before, and, so, those families that were halfway prepared, maybe with food or generators or whatever case might be, they were a little better off maybe than some of the other folks that weren't. And so, it's just when you have this, disaster like that, it's just, man, keep those people in your prayers, regardless of their religion, their politics, or, finances or anything. Cause, you know, uh, you know, we all could go through that no matter where we live at, and so anyway, has anybody else got anything else on this? Not, we'll go ahead and go on to the topic.
No, it's just I've been in the same boat that you have, Hillbilly. My first house, actually where the bunker sits, burnt to the ground when I
Oh.
first got married, and my first kid about 2 o'clock in the morning, and got dang lucky we made it out of the house, and got lucky that I don't know how, by the grace of God, the firebox was downstairs, and the whole top half of the house burnt straight off. Took all my ammo and everything. I had an ammo room built and everything. I was getting it all decked out. But I had all my guns downstairs the last 2 nights, cleaning everything and going through everything. Granted, I didn't have near as much as what I do now, but um, some of those were my dad's guns, my grandpa's gun, my great grandpa's guns, my grandma's, so a lot of that stuff, there's no way I would have been able to replace that.
Absolutely.
No way. So I got really lucky that at least all of my heirloom stuff, stuff that I really held near and dear to my heart, was downstairs. And I was like you, I was just chucking stuff out the window. I just smashed windows and just started throwing stuff out. And because I knew it was too late. It was too late by the time we woke up. And I was just like, no. So I don't wish that upon my worst enemy. I don't wish that upon anybody. So, and just to reiterate what Jamie said, it doesn't matter if you're just middle class like I am, or you've got millions of dollars. Losing a home is losing a home. And yet, inevitably, you think you've got all the things that you hold near and dear to your heart. You'll never get it all out, because there was a couple things that I wasn't even thinking about that were still upstairs, but I just physically couldn't go back and get it. So it was just, so it just memories.
Just a quick add on there, Hillbilly. I lost my house totally in 2011 to a house fire, and 2 nights ago, one of my really good friends lost his home, and he was underinsured on his house, so he's finding out now that he didn't even have enough coverage on his contents in his house to replace what he had. So, he's got a wife and 3 kids, and he's feeling about like half the man he thought he was, because he feels like he failed his family. And so now we're dealing with a good friend that's going through depression, and Same thing for those people out there in California. I'm sure there's probably several of them that's realizing that they didn't have the coverage they needed to cover that property damage, and that's a big gut check moment when you find out you didn't have enough to insurance to rebuild what you had.
And for sure, that's going to be the case, because when they got their insurance, that was before inflation, and so to rebuild now, it probably won't cover most of the people who had insurance.
Well,
Yeah.
and a lot of the people that they dump the insurance off of, and especially in the Palisades and a couple other places where the policies, they just went like that because the insurance companies saw the writing on the wall with the way everything was being managed out there. They were like, no, this is a disaster waiting to happen. We're getting out of here.
Yeah, a lot of insurance companies left California last year. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
To your point, Pat.
And I can't say that I blame them. And I'm not getting into politics. I'm just saying, if you're in a place that doesn't run things very well, that's gonna happen. I mean, unfortunately, and it's I don't, like I said, I don't wish that upon anybody, but man, you got to keep up on stuff like that, people. You do, on the way everything's managed around you. So
yeah, and I thought I heard that like some places they couldn't even get insurance, and then on top of this, the ones that had insurance, of course, we all know how it goes with the insurance companies. It might be years, before that's paid back, but then some of those companies probably would go broke or bankrupt, too. So I mean, and when that happens, the dude brings up insurance for everybody most usually, and so
Well, that's kind of on them too, because they're criminals. They're taking people's money. They're promising that they're going to pay back stuff, and they can't do it. They're putting that money elsewhere and losing it. State Farm, I have a whole bunch of my insurance through State Farm, and I would cancel them tomorrow because they are just absolute garbage. What they're doing out there, I hate it.
Yeah, and we're kind of seeing a lot of this happen in Hawaii too.
Oh yeah.
And not only that, we've seen in Hawaii, there's a lot of land grabbing going on out there. Rich people saying, you can't wait for your insurance company. Here, I'll give you this. Sign over the deed. And so
yeah. One-time payment of $750. Why don't you just walk up and slap the person in the face?
Well, no, this was like like
no,
their
that's
house may
that's what
they're bucks, but
yeah.
the insurance they had no place to live, blah blah blah. It might take a year or two for them to get their insurance. So some corporations or people come along and say, hey, I'll give you $750 right now, to sign over the deed. And we've seen there. I heard that there's a lot of that going on in Hawaii, and so. But yeah, it's I feel bad for them, but then again, we it's real important that you take your opportunities to vote. And look at the people you're voting for. And the reason I say this, I said I don't want to get politics in it, but it starts at the lowest level. Your community, your school. And I think as Americans, a lot of times we take that, that into. Well, I don't know, searching for the right word, but like we don't pay enough attention to it and actually make it to those deals. And so anyway, just pay attention to what's going on around you, no doubt about that. So but Alrighty. And if you've not already got your hashtag in, make sure your hashtag in. It is hashtag HBN112. And get those hashtags in. And they'll get you in tonight's drawing. And I know we have some in there. And okay, yeah, it's still populating. Okay. Yeah, I want to make sure because we only have like 10 people in the giveaway so far tonight. And so, anyway, I just want to make sure everybody knows to do that. And, but yeah, it's good to have everybody on here. Sorry, I had a heater on there that kicked on, and definitely not cold right in here. So, anyway, I thought tonight we do a few fun topics. See,
Kind of needed after that heavy topic, right?
yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, I need a little bit of a palate cleanser.
So I thought this would be fun for everybody. What non-firearm content creators do you like watching? And the reason I say it because we all are 2A and we all have a lot of favorite 2A channels and stuff. And so I think here in the past we had shared our favorite 2A creators and stuff. But as we learned here on this show, we all have a lot in common, music, cars, so much stuff. And so it's always fun, like finding some new channels and stuff like that. So I thought we'd broaden our horizons tonight and let everybody in the side chat and everybody on the panel name one or two or whatever non-firearm content creators that you guys like watching. And Moondog, we can just start right up there with you, buddy.
Sure. I was looking for a link here for it, but my first one that came to mind, and I've got a couple of them as I'm looking up. Jordan Peterson. I'm sure a lot of folks are familiar with him, but I like to watch his shows. He's got this great series on the Bible. He started with Genesis, and part of going through his new book, also promoting that We Who Wrestle with God. And I just find his thinking process just fascinating. And in those panels where he discusses biblical scripture from both historical as well as literary standpoints, and he's got a bunch of different guys whose expertise, of a wide range of expertise. I just find that discussion fascinating. And of course, I don't want to hog a lot of I'm sure a lot of us watch probably the most popular YouTuber or person out there with Joe Rogan. But one of the guys that I discovered from watching Rogan was Lex Friedman, and he's an interesting cat as well. A software engineer in artificial intelligence from MIT, and he's definitely kind of a nerd, but he gets interesting people. He started interviewing, one of the first guys to interview Elon Musk. And he recently even had Vladimir Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, on his podcast. I mean, how many sort of mainstream podcasters get somebody like that? But he's had a wide range from, a broad range of left, right, scientists, and everything in between. And celebrities. So yeah, those are probably the two most popular things that are on my watch list.
All right, good stuff. Thanks for sharing that with us, buddy. All righty. So Jamie, how about you, buddy?
I like now I need to kind of categorize this because I'm at work and I need a video that plays for a long time so I don't have to keep getting up from my work and going back to my computer to find another video. I like Puddin's Fab Shop and I like Vice Grip Garage, and I like Dr. David Guzek.
Oh yeah, yeah, he's funny.
He's a pastor from California. And
Oh,
he's a great preacher, man. And he thinks about scripture the same way I do. I agree with a lot of his takes on some of the tougher scriptures. And we can get into that deeper if you want to, but we'll have to have another show.
Nagaraza says, wait, there are other channels besides YouTube? Good stuff, buddy. Thanks for sharing those. So how about you, Pat?
The ones that I really like, a lot of the ones they've already been mentioned. All of them good stuff, just different stuff. Especially the Jordan Peterson one. I always catch his on a podcast when I'm out on the farm and stuff. If you haven't had a chance, go listen to him. It's just really good stuff. But mine would be Andy Stumpf, Cleared Hot Podcast. He's a former Navy SEAL, and he does do military stuff, but he has also had a lot of other different people on there too. He's a really good interviewer, a lot of good stuff on his channel. And then one that I've been watching for the last 4 or 5 years now, and which I just literally became part of, is the Canadian Prepper Podcast. Our brothers to the north. They seen that I had a channel and everything, and I'd always try to get on there every Sunday night and be in the chat and everything. And they invited me on about a month and a half ago, and they said, "Hey, you just want to be a regular?" And I was like, "Sure." So they do a lot of preparedness as far as like fire, flood, tornadoes, winter preparedness, summer preparedness. How to rig your car for whatever situation, or just a lot of different stuff like gardening, house repair, stuff like that, just to make sure that you're prepared for a lot of different situations. Medical, and what is it? Here in about 2 weeks, we're having some guy for body armor. So we do a whole plethora of different stuff. So that's another one that I've been watching for quite a while too. So, but yeah, that's just a couple. I'll just leave it at that right there. So,
all right. Well, good stuff, buddy. Thanks for sharing. And Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies. How about you, buddy?
I have a quick question.
You bet.
Is a hunting channel a gun channel?
Depends on what they used to hunt with.
at level.
If it's bow hunting, then I guess it's not.
I just scrolled through my whole entire subscription list, and other than pew pews and hunting, I have Cletus McFarland, Vice Grip Garage, and I got a couple buddies that does some overlanding videos where they go on trips and film their trips.
That's cool.
Good stuff. That's fun. That's fun to watch.
Yeah. So 99.9% of it's all PP related.
Hey, the man knows what he likes.
Yeah, there you go.
Jamie,
Can't fault you.
Jamie, when I'm at work, I just click on play all.
Yeah, I got to do that, and I got to pick one of you guys. So I got a question. Is it just me, or knowing that Pat goes on these Canadian things, do y'all feel cheated on? I kind of do. I mean, I feel so violated,
Jamie, my heart will always be with you first, brother.
No, I don't want to hear it. Go tell it to your other girlfriend, man.
Okay, all right.
Alrighty. So, Gizzard, we'll move on over to you, buddy.
Well, I'm going to come up with a channel that's up in Moondog's neck of the woods. And this is a sports channel by the name of Brody Brazil. And this guy actually used to work for the Oakland Athletics before, of course, they're now defunct. So he is now presently, he just got hired a week ago by the San Jose Sharks. So he's going to produce content for them. But he does a daily sports themed thing, and it's not just California sports. He's got basic commentary on all kinds of different, like relocations of franchises and stuff like that. Some really interesting content. So I've been watching a lot of his stuff lately. So if you're a sports nut like me, might be something that interests you. It's got a little bit of a California twist, but not much. So, and nothing wrong with the guy. He's a good guy. So I'll put a link out there for him.
Cool. Yeah, a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. Yeah, the side chat's doing out a lot of awesome stuff too, man. That's alrighty. So, Garage Guy, we'll move right on down to you, buddy.
Well, there's 3 main topics I like to watch. It's no channels in specifically. I grew up watching the original Saturday Night Live. I remember like yesterday when the very first episode came on, and I watched that. I was like 10 years old. And I like to go back and watch clips from their classic skits. And that's always a lot of fun. And then there's another types of videos I like. I like to watch them get the backhoes, get out in the swamp somewhere or along a river and bust up beaver dams. That's always interesting to watch.
You bet. Good night, Aggrazer. Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, and sometimes you can see the beavers just floating on out of there. You know, they're hauling ass. You know, my home's tore up, so I'm getting out of here before that backhoe gets me. And then there's another one. I don't know who the guy is, but he'll go out in the woods and find old abandoned vehicles like big work trucks and that kind of thing. And he'll try and get them started after they've been sitting out there 25, 30 years. And a lot of times he's successful and he gets them up and running while they're still sitting out there in the middle of nowhere.
What's he do with them afterwards?
I don't know. He probably buys them, fixes them up, and sells them, as far as I know. But he'll get out there and get to tinkering around with an old farm truck or a tractor or a dozer or something like that, and he'll get it up and running.
He's from down south too. Is that same guy? Way? Yeah. Something farms down there. Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah,
him and a couple other guys always going out and doing that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And those guys are hilarious.
But they get stuff up and running eventually.
Yeah, that is cool.
There we go. Hamilton Family Farms right there.
Oh,
yep.
yeah.
Yep. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man, a lot of great stuff. So Mark Thomas, how about you, buddy?
Well, I do watch an awful lot of Pew-related channels, but some other ones that I've been watching for a long time, otherwise related. There's a channel called Red Poppy Ranch, and this fella has moved his family, he and his wife and 5 kids, from Arizona up into Idaho. Bought a completely undeveloped property out in the mountains, out in the valleys, and he built a completely off-grid home, all solar. He put wells in. He's pumping the water up into an upper tank system to have gravity feed. Just amazing. Unbelievable what this guy has done out in the middle of really nowhere, and raised a bunch of kids. I've been watching it long enough that some of his kids have graduated high school and gone on to college, graduated college, and gone on to their own lives.
Wow.
He's a hell of a good Red Poppy Ranch, and the title of the channel has some relation to World War One. So that's one of them that I really like. And there's another that I picked up on is Fab Rats. They're out in Utah, and I caught a hold of them from another channel, Matt's Off-Road Recovery. They're down in Utah as well. They do a lot of recovery off-road. They go out and pick people up that get stuck in the sand. But the Fab Rats group, they're in northern Utah, and boy, they build some cool cars, off-road vehicles. They just go out and do stuff. Some of their recovery videos, and they go out and pick somebody up. They don't even charge them anything because all their money's going to come from the videos that they do from it. And just great family, just cool stuff. So Red Poppy Ranch and Fab Rats would be my two contributions. Great channels.
Good stuff. Man, there's a lot that are some of the people or channels that you guys talked about and on side chat and the panel. I've seen some of them. There's a lot of them that I've not seen, so I'm definitely going to have to go check them out. And yeah, for me, I like watching. Oh man, of course, like Cletus McFarland was out there. I'm into cars, always have been. So a lot of car channels, that I enjoy watching. Prepping and homesteading, just stuff like that is, amazing. And even anything from like custom fabrication from metalwork to woodwork and stuff, that's something that I'll definitely get lost in, just watching, for hours. And great stuff.
Let me ask you a quick question, Hillbilly. Do you follow Hunt the Front by any chance?
No, I don't.
The guys out of Florida, the late model racers out of Florida, the two identical twin brothers.
Yes, I have seen some of their stuff. Yeah.
They've got the Hunt the Front TV on YouTube now too. That they have different guys go to different late model races and actually televise it on YouTube and everything. So that's that. I didn't know if he'd watch those guys. Those guys are pretty good.
Yeah, I believe they were on one of Cletus's deals or something one time. That's how I seen them first. And yeah, I've watched some of their stuff. Great stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But, all righty. Jamie, would you like to call out the side chat? And what do you guys think we should have them type in so Jamie could shout their names out?
How about pudding?
Okay.
Puddin.
Puddin.
There you go. Very good.
Yeah,
very good.
That's a good one, Jamie.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Puddin's Fab Shop. He's a little bit of an idiot, but that's why we love him, right?
Exactly.
So Pat in the Bunker was first. He's on the panel and the side chat. Garage Guy 879 is also. Gizzard Gary is also. Kentucky Rimfire Plus. Alaska One Andy. Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies is also in the panel and on the side chat. So is Mark Thomas. So is Moondog 2A. GGW Outdoors. Buddy, I hope you're safe out there in California. Fluffy 10mm Jeep Guy. MCK. Mock. Tommy Boy's out there. Tim S. Dale Pogue, Ron 2A Matters, Mark Thomas again, Jason Mahoy. I hope I said that right. Denny's Plant-Based Journey, and Abigail Finnegan's out there. How's 30-06 coming, Abigail? And Dwayne 7834 is out there. So if you're over on the YouTube side, and I'm assuming most of us are, make sure that live button is lit up. Catch up with us. It just takes a click. So Abigail's waiting for powder. Very good. Good, GGW. GGW says he's well north. Good deal. Good to know.
Good to hear.
As is Walter. And there's Michael Dunn.
Hey, Michael.
And I think that's all.
Oh man, what a great group of people. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. Oh man. We're going to be doing the giveaway. Let me go ahead and bring that back up in case somebody new has jumped in. Type in hashtag HBN. That stands for Hillbilly Nation 112. This is our 112th episode of Hillbilly Nation. So, Guns, Beer, and Turpy. Sorry. And you guys are all that makes it so much fun side chatting the panel each and every week. And man, I just appreciate you all so much. You guys are just awesome. Let's see, try to catch up on some of these comments here. But we'll be doing that giveaway around the bottom of the hour. So make sure you get your hashtags in. There you go. Michael just got his in. And so, ham radio too. That's another, I think, rabbit hole a person can go down through, and that's something I'd always kind of wanted to get into, just never took the time to, but man, and I think that's be a part of like kind of prepping or whatever, is to be able to do that and have communication or something, if things went south. So that's something that's been on my list. I just not really got into. And Michael Dunn's got a great list of stuff. Jacob out there, and oh man, so let's go ahead and okay, Moondog, I just seen that private chat. Yeah, we have an extra giveaway tonight.
Want me to show it now?
If you want
to,
you betcha.
So this is actually thanks not just to me, but also to Hillbilly. We have a Schmidt & Bender tote bag to give away today. Now, I didn't know if you wanted to give that including along with the knife today or separately, but this is a prize tonight. This was from SHOT Show, and for those of you, Schmidt & Bender is one of those very bougie, expensive scope brands. Like their scopes start at like $2,000. So yeah, excellent German shot glass. But yeah, one of the top scope brands in the world. So you get an official tote bag from them.
Alrighty. We'll do a separate giveaway on that. That way, more people have a chance to win and everything. So George Grayson Cat has his own channel out there too. Don't forget about that. Oh man. So let's do another topic. Tim S says, "Hey, I know I won it once already. I'm taking it this time if I win." So, anyway, let's bring up another topic here, and I thought this would be fun. Uh, to go through here, and uh, I mean, I'm really kind of excited to hear what like different people say. And I think there'll be a lot of the same or close to the same, but maybe called something different. And you're like, what are you talking about? Well, what was your favorite thing to do at recess, in elementary and grade school? And so, like, kind of looking for, if it's just, hang out beside the swing set and visit with your friends, or, was there games you guys played, out there in the field, or, you know, teeter totter battles or whatever. So that's kind of stuff I'm looking for, because I'm sure it's changed over the years. No doubt. I mean, for us, there's sometimes we just go out there and have wrestling matches, or whatever. I mean, just, so I think, things like that's probably changed over the years. And I know, what was it? One time somebody said something. I wasn't for sure what they were talking about, but they were talking about a merry-go-round, what we called a merry-go-round, but they called it something different,
Carousel?
So yeah, maybe, or what. Yeah, I can't remember now exactly what it was, but I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And they're like, and they explain. I'm like, oh, a merry-go-round. They're like, I don't know what a merry-go-round is. I'm like, well, that's what we called it. And so, but anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so anyway, Mark Thomas, since you're still in school, we'll just start down with you, buddy.
When I went to elementary school out there in western Pennsylvania, our schools were built on the edge of an old strip mine.
Ooh.
It was barely reclaimed, and there were two things we had favorite to do. One of them was a cylinder. It was on those like wheels, bearings. You would get in it and run it like a rat race. And we would get in there and start running that thing and just going like hell. And then everybody was supposed to stop and post themselves out. And that was the game. Whoever was able to keep themselves posted until that thing finally slowed to a stop, that they were the winner. And it was just chaos. It was bloody noses and pulled muscles. It was great. I guess the other was on the other edge of the strip mine reclamation. We would swing, and on the swings we would launch ourselves and see how far we get to go down over the hillside and slide all the way to the bottom. It was just stupid, but we had a lot of fun. It was a great time in elementary school. That was good stuff. Made us tougher.
Oh man, sounds like it.
Yep. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna use that as my sign out. I'm gonna take off. It was an early morning today for the tournament, so good night, all. Thanks for having me. Been great. Take care. Have a good weekend. Good night.
Good night, Mark.
Take care.
Thanks for being here, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
Night, Mark.
Oh man. And guys, go and check out Mark Thomas. He's got some great stuff going on over there. Just awesome channel. So go check him out and subscribe if you're not. And see, Guns and Barbecue says there's a difference between a merry-go-round and a carousel. Carpals only have horses. Merry-go-rounds have all types of all types of animals.
Well, the ones in our playground, the only animals were us.
Yeah, we didn't have no animals on ours, and
Yeah. You had to push them around.
yeah, they definitely were human powered, And alrighty. So, Garage Guy, how about you, buddy?
Well, back when I was in elementary school, it was football pretty much year round. Our high school team was always in the playoffs, won a state championship, and once the people around here got a taste of that, then everybody wanted in on it. And first of the school year, out recess playing football. After school was out, while we was waiting on the bus, we'd be playing football. Spring football. Get in a little dodgeball once in a while. We called it battle ball. And there was some people get some bloody noses, black eyes. Man, it was a good time, was had by all.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's great. And it's amazing, like when you have like a community that's really into football or baseball or whatever, how it just really goes all the way down to the young kids there. They see the people above them, doing really good, and it's something that they want to do, and so that's always really great.
Hey,
Man,
Hillbilly, I think we got somebody waiting in the green room.
yeah, I just looked at the private chats, and we got Bubba out back
Hey,
there. Hey,
Bubba.
buddy, how you doing, Bubba?
Hey, Bubba.
I'd be doing a little bit better. My voice wasn't completely and totally messed up. I've been sick for the past 2 weeks.
Oh, man.
No, buddy.
Oh, the whole house is sick. And like one person got bronchitis, and then both of us got it immediately afterwards. And I've been working this whole week, and we got snowed in at my work, so I had to stay down there for like 3 days off the clock.
Man, hope
3
you
days.
feel better, buddy.
Yeah, stuck down there, sick as could be. I was just like, this is bull crap.
Oh, man.
Man,
that's rough.
I did find a love for certain cough drops that will never ever change from now on.
What's that?
They're called like Vapor Vicks Rubs, sugar-free things. Hang on a second, let me see if I can find them.
Vapor Rub.
Vapo Cool Severe Menthol Oral Anesthetic. Yeah. And because I was using the Halls before, and I was just like, oh, okay, this is working kind of all right. Then I tried them. I went, oh, my God, where have these been my whole life?
Oh, yeah. I'll have to try those because most usually I'm a, was it Ricola?
Ricola?
Ricola, yeah.
Ricola!
I would try to do that, but I'm afraid I would cough after this.
No, they're pretty mild. What sounds like you need is like was what you're having or Fisherman's Friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they've gotten a lot better. I mean, beforehand it was just like a couple of times I thought I was going to just start vomiting, and I was just like, this is terrible.
Well, thanks for sharing that.
Oh, I like to participate and stuff.
There's some things you can't watch without joining in,
Yeah.
I don't want to say goodnight to Chad, Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies. He put in the private chat. He had to go over and check out Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies. Great channel, great guy. Always a lot of fun to watch him. And Gary, yeah, I remember. I mean, like when I was young, I always kind of faked a cough or whatever so I could get some of those Luden Wild Cherry cough.
They were good.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
they were. Yes, they were.
They tasted wonderful.
Don't they
the
still make
release juice ones were the best because it reminded me
I don't know if you still get those or not. Maybe.
Yeah, I think you can. I see it on Amazon and CVS.
Oh heck, I have to do that.
Our local gas station or convenience store still has them. I have some in the kitchen. So, Bubba, since you just jumped on, we'll hit you before we go on up to Gary. But what was some of the fun things you got to do at recess in elementary and grade school?
Well, as far as recess is concerned, I got in a lot of trouble with recess. A lot of trouble because instead of playing games and stuff, I was busy trying to kiss the girls under the bleachers. And I'm talking about in elementary school too. I'm not talking about like middle school or high school or anything like that. And for whatever the reason, the teachers get absurdly mad at me because I dragged 2 or 3 of them would go down there with me.
I wonder why they're upset.
And one I didn't even want to come down there with me came down there with me, and it was just absolutely horrible. And I still got yelled at for that. I was like, "Teach, I didn't even want her here." She looks like a pack of cigarette smells. That's a terrible vocabulary to have for an 8-year-old.
Oh man.
But no, I did that stuff, and one of my favorite things was, it was the jungle gym, and I didn't do it, but my brother did. Whenever I was out there in recess one day, my brother was getting picked on, and so I ended up beating up a couple of his bullies. Me and my brother are like 4 years apart, so I was much bigger than the kids picking on him, and I went to beat them up, and then I turned around. One of them got away from me and pulled my brother down. My brother broke his arms on the jungle gym, so I was just like, I can't have fun on the jungle gym anymore. It hurt my brother. How am I going to break this thing? Teach, do you have a hammer? It's like, Mom, we need to go around back. Why? Can you hit the jungle gym with your truck? I'm like plotting hits and stuff for the jungle gym now. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun in recess. I think it's something that should always stay around. Matter of fact, it should stay around all up through like middle school too.
College.
Like, it should go all the way up to 9th grade. Like, I'm not even kidding. Because you have so much energy and stuff like that, and everybody's just like, oh, well, you're supposed to be an adult now. No, screw that. Let them be a kid. Let them be a kid. They're not 18. They need to be a kid as long as they can be a kid.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to stand on my soapbox, but yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, good stuff. Fun stuff, buddy. So Gizzard, what'd you guys do at recess? What'd you enjoy then?
Well, let's see. From 1st to 3rd grade, let's see, we had the standard playground equipment out in front of the school. So we had a couple slides, we had the big swings, and we had the merry-go-round or carousel, whatever you call that thing. And we had the jungle gym that you could climb up on.
Mm-hmm.
That had the big pole in the middle that you could slide down like a fire pole.
Yeah.
But the kids would climb on top of that and sit because that was the highest place. I was never brave enough to get up there and do it. But my favorite was the slides because we had this one. One of them was pretty tame. The other one had kind of a hump in the middle of it. And if you got going really fast, you'd get some nice air coming off that hump. And man, that was fun. So, and I hear tell that somebody, the school's been torn down long ago, but somebody actually bought that slide and has it out there farm now. Because I saw a picture of it on Facebook this last year, and they said, yeah, the slides still exist. So, but at one time or another, I did them all. Now, once we got a little bit older into the 4th grade on up, then we moved into a different building. We had a big park out there, and we'd play like hide and seek and stuff like that because there were a lot of trees out there, and it's perfect. So,
that's
what we did.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and that sounds like fun. Yeah, those slides that went like that and then had the hump. Yeah, you could get some speed. You could maybe try to catch a little air off that hump. So.
Well, back in those days, we didn't wear shorts to school. If you wore shorts, that'd be a no-no because you'd hurt yourself. But
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
burn.
in the hot weather, it would burn you too. That's
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were like scalding metal.
Mhm. We'd
No
still go
doubt.
down them though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I don't know about your guys, but ours was at least 12 foot tall. I mean,
Yeah.
we still have some of the old ones, just one set of it out there, the swing set and the slide. And I mean, after my grandkids, I'm like, geez, don't go, that's a long ways up. I'm worried about them. I'm like, I was all over that thing when I
Yeah.
was their age, and even the swings, there were concreted poles that was like 12 foot tall with like, roughly 9-10 foot long chains.
Mhm.
And man, you could get some air on them dudes. I mean, you
Oh,
get
you
high enough
You could
that,
get up higher than the center post. Yeah.
yeah,
Easy.
you wouldn't want it. Like, there was a few brave people that jumped from that height, but most usually went home with a broken leg or arm,
Yeah.
I mean, that was especially when it was like up and then straight back down. They
Yeah.
would jump, miscalculate the jump, and yeah. 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 So Patrick, how about you, buddy?
Yeah, basically just about everything y'all did, but when it got too cold and we couldn't go outside during the winter months, they'd open up the gym, and then we had our basketball hoops, stuff and in the gym and everything back when I was in grade school. But 9 times out of 10, we played what was called, it was a modified version of dodgeball. It was called prison ball, and we called it kill ball back in the day. If you got hit by the ball, you had to go stand behind the enemy lines, and basically you could run back and forth. And if your team threw a ball up over and you caught it, you got back out. So that was prison ball. If you caught the ball, but if the person throwing the ball, the other team caught it, then you had to go into prison. So, man, we were running back and forth trying to catch the ball, trying to get the good people back out and everything like that. And I was so wiry that they couldn't hardly hit me. But there was more gut checks, body checks, everything trying to. Our class was a successful class that literally got it outlawed from our grade school, and we couldn't play that anymore. There's way too many injuries, bloody noses, broken arms. Oh god, we were a little rough back in the day. But that I had fun playing that. Oh god, it was a blast.
Yeah, it sounds fun. Yukon says it may have been a different version or close. He said we called it trench. And then,
yeah,
of course, we got Red Rover out there. Duck. Oh, dodge.
Dip, dive, and dodge. Oh, yeah.
Dodge.
If you can dodge a ball, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Alrighty. So, how about you, Jamie?
So we played a lot of kickball, we played a lot of dodgeball, but kind of like Pat was saying, they made the girls quit playing with us boys because the heavy girls got hit pretty hard, pretty fast, and that's not very nice of us, but that's what we did. And when I got to junior high, what they call middle school now, 7th and 8th grade, we had a PE teacher named Coach Stepawani, and he was from Poland, of Polish ancestry. And so we played gym hockey, and we had, like the real hockey sticks and real hockey pucks and all that. We had, goals at each end of the gym, and we would just tear up the gym floor, and there would be black eyes and broken noses and broken shins, and Lord forbid if there were uneven sides. If you had a odd number of guys in the class, then Coach Stepp was on one team, and
Oh no.
he was murder, man. He would hurt you bad. But yeah, and he would slash the crap out of your shins with the stick on purpose. And once we learned this, we kind of braced ourselves, and we found out that if you wouldn't let him intimidate you, and of course he's 6'3", 245, and fast as all get out. But yeah, man, we learned that if you hack him back, eventually he's going to stop hacking you because and that's. I learned a lot about growing up to be a man in that class doing that particular activity. But yeah, we played basketball and all that stuff too. And we, like y'all, we had the merry-go-round that you had to push around. And, if you were stuck on the inside and you weren't one of the ones that was pushing so that you could stop, eventually you're going to upchuck. That's not going to be good. But yeah, man, all those fun times. Yeah.
Oh yeah, brings back a lot of fun memories. There's no doubt about that. UConn said they played Russian basketball. You didn't need to dribble. Virtually, you got tackled with the basketball.
So have y'all ever played basketball with it where, you're out there and you're calling your own fouls, and there's always this one particular jackass that if he missed a shot, it was a foul. If he didn't make the shot, you fouled him. It was because you fouled him. And it didn't matter who was playing against him. It was, yeah, you fouled me. Are you that perfect? Are you Michael Jordan? Of course, back then it wasn't Michael Jordan. It was Larry Bird and Dominique Wilkins and those guys.
Dr. J. And
Yeah. I had one of those guys. He grew up to be a politician.
Yeah, Dr. J was fabulous because he had that big old natural. It was perfect all the time, and it was very cool to watch him play. But yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Moondog.
Tim says that one deal is about the Russian basketball, so that's called rugby, ain't it? It sounds pretty much like it.
Except you never kicked a ball. You had to throw
it. All right, Moondog, how about you, buddy?
Well, I always liked playing. We didn't have too many things in the elementary school field, as I recall. I think there were some monkey bars. And there was a tetherball. I hated tetherball because I was always the shortest kid, and that's in the class. So
somebody tall and they're just sitting there.
But my favorite would be kickball, and I really wish that they kept that into high school because it's such a great little sport to play in a field. You don't need gloves or any other extra equipment. You just need a ball, and what the other thing I like to play was not dodgeball. It was handball, but we didn't have like the small little handballs. We used those big red rubber balls, the really bouncy ones. So that's what we used, and they gave us to play handball. And I was just thinking that we had some weird names for rules that the way you couldn't do. You had to hit it on the ground first. So, but there we would place rules like you couldn't do slices, you couldn't hit the ball and hit the wall first. You had to hit ground, and there was other rules like Americans, but I don't even remember what those specific things were. Maybe it was you couldn't hit the ball right at the corner where the wall meets the ground or things like that. But those kind of ball games are what I like to play over at recess.
Yeah, good stuff.
Volleyball. So I see Denny says they called it volleyball. Yeah.
Yep. Oh man, we did so much same stuff you guys did. I mean, I remember our merry-go-round had a spot towards the center that like didn't have no boards, and you could literally stand in there and grab it and just run around in a tight circle spinning it. You know, get a couple people in there. I mean, if you fell down, you got hurt.
Oh, no.
You know, all that metal framing on that thing, you know, I mean, it would take you out. But we get that thing going so fast, and you get on the outside of that merry-go-round and hang on. You get going fast enough, you could literally kick your feet off of it and hang on, and you'd be like this going around. And man, you let go. I mean, they're just, you know, just spin off of there. And so that was one contest we had, you know, so the last person on won, you know. And but a lot of times we just go out in the field, you know, area or whatever, just wrestle, you know, maybe pick green onions and eat them. You know, I mean, you know, it didn't take much to entertain us. And actually out in the where our like we got to play recess as part of the baseball field. So way out there in the center of the field, like way back there would like nobody would ever hit the baseball to. They had a dirt pile they would dig into to use on the you know, the baseball field. They needed extra dirt and stuff. So we go out there and play King of the Mountain, you know, stuff like that. But we had one that we played a lot, and it's mostly used with a football. It didn't necessarily have to be a football; it could be any ball. But you know, we didn't even know what the name meant. But it was called "Smear the." You know, I ain't gonna say the rest of that word, but anyway, basically, whoever had the ball, everybody was tackling that person. I mean, there was no teams. And so, like, you back were going to get tackled, you just toss it up in the air, and then whoever caught it, you know, everybody just like tackle them. And then, like, you rip the ball out, or like you held them down for the big dog pile. They got to stand up, and you count to 3, and they could try to run or just throw it up in the air. But most usually, everybody is circled around them. So, like, you know, they just throw it up in the air. And so, well, it's really fun. Like, if somebody had like hit you pretty hard, or like you just kind of upset with them, about the time like you got the ball, you're running, and that person's right there, and just about the time you're ready to get tackled, you just toss it to them, and then that way you get to join in on the tackle, you know.
Yeah.
And it was totally vicious, you know, no rules other than hitting between the legs. I think that is the only rule we had. And that didn't always get, you know, that didn't always get honored either. So
nope.
So I feel like stating this because I feel like it's necessary. The reason for that name was not the reason why we can't say that word.
No.
The reason for that name was because the original definition of that word means odd or strange. So in other words, odd man out.
Yes. And
before anybody's just like, oh, that sounds so yada yada yada. No, that is not what that word originally meant. just wanted to clarify.
Yeah. But
well, in second or third grade, we didn't even know what that word meant.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It was just the name of the game.
Yeah, that's all it was called. Yeah.
No, we called it pick up and smear.
Pick up and smear.
Yeah.
But what's funny is you get back after recess, you get back in there, and you be sitting there and you be looking around the classroom, you know, people have blood running down their lips, somebody have black eye, you know, they got a, you know, paper towel from the bathroom on their elbow, you know. Half the boys in that classroom was bleeding or bruised or something. And right back at it next recess, you know, it just didn't matter, you know. And it was, you know, there's games like that like, I mean, I assume nowadays, you know, kids would get in trouble for even playing that game.
Yeah, it's because of their parents. I blame the parents, because if the kids came home with like bruises like that, their parents are gonna give all hell to the school for allowing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Most everybody was like, "Oh, just walk it off, rub some dirt on it, walk
Right?
it
Yeah. Walk it off. Walk it off.
off."
Which is why we got a country full of a bunch of pansies.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The bone is coming through my skin, Pat.
Put some tussin on it.
Yeah, man.
Take-
I'd come home.
Take a
on
salt
my
tablet.
Yeah.
shirt, my shirts tore half off of me.
It's all right.
I
Take
can
a salt-
just see
take
the
a salt
first
tablet.
parent that complained. I can
An
see the
ice-
first parent
An
that
ice
complained.
pack
You
will
ready for
fix
this?
that up.
You ready for this?
Uh,
First parent to complain about that sport. Oh my goodness! You mean my child was outside playing this barbaric game? Well, I'll
Yeah.
have none of that, sir. I am suing.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah,
know
That's about
it
right.
was a Karen. You know
Yes.
the woman's name was Karen.
yes.
I mean, you went home every day with, grass stains, dirt, dirt under your fingernails, skin up here or there. I mean, that's just part of it, and yeah, Jacob says, worst part of recess is it had an ending.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Y'all remember your mom's buying you those pants from Sears that had the reinforced knees?
oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
the tough skins.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
My mom would patch up. Would put those
Oh,
iron
yeah.
on patches.
Same
Iron
here.
on
Yeah.
patches.
Yeah, you didn't throw jeans
I was too
out.
poor
You just,
for that. We got 2 napkins stapled into our pant leg.
Yeah.
That's the
You
luck,
didn't-
son. Oh,
Hey,
great.
You didn't throw jeans away. You repaired them and overhauled them.
right.
Yeah, if you had a pair you grew out of, you just cut a patch off of them and put them on the new ones.
Well, in the summertime, you didn't buy shorts either. You just cut your jeans off.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, the
Got a
ones
hole
that-
in one. Time for
the
the
ones that
storm to get
knees-
torn up.
the
Yeah.
ones the knees was wore out of. Yeah, you made them into shorts. And I mean, and let's face it, half the time you around here you's probably wearing hand-me-down, jeans anyhow that already had patches on them.
Well, I had an older cousin about 3 years older than me, so my aunt would bring his old clothes down, and I'd inherit some. Of course,
Mhm.
back then you did that.
Oh yeah, you betcha. Oh man, let's give some stuff away tonight. And so make sure you get your hashtag in there. And we're giving everybody just an extra minute here to get the hashtag in. I want to shout out the VIPs. I'll run that banner here in a minute, but thanks to all you fine folks on here. We got so many VIPs that I couldn't get them all listed in the ticker and stuff. And so anyway, I took some screenshots of these awesome VIPs, and a lot of these are paid members, and then we have a lot of these great people that gifted memberships. And so as I scroll through here, some of them's gifted, some of them's paid, but man, I just want to thank each and every one of yous. Y'all are awesome. And the way I've started doing this, at least I think we're going to go ahead and continue this through the month of January, because we did it in December and everything. We're doing this on the VIP chat regardless, but let's go ahead and do it here on Guns, Beer, and Therapy. If somebody wins and they are a gifted member, the person that gifted them that membership also wins. And so the gifted member will get a see, we're up to the blue knife. Yes. So the gifted member will get the skinny blue knife right here. And that's what we're giving away. And so anyway, if a gifted member actually wins tonight, then whoever gifted them will also win a skinny knife. And so the skinny blue knife. Now, when we do it on VIPs, the paid member gets to choose whatever color of the 4 skinny knives we have. And so also Moondog has graciously chose to give away that bag. So let's go ahead and do that bag first. Let me bring it up here, the giveaway tool, and we will get this thing going here. So we have 26 entries tonight, and the first giveaway tonight will be the cool bag that Moondog has there. And
Spitting
so,
under bag.
yeah. So let's get this thing a spin here.
Okay, Kentucky.
And he's not here unless he just jumped out of the side chat. You out there on the side chat, buddy?
I haven't seen him out here anywhere. I think he was going night.
Yeah.
And I know he would want that thing too. And actually, I believe just the other night he won, and he got tired and went to bed and was not able to get it. So let's give this thing another spin here.
Gizzard.
Yeah, I wonder if he's here.
We know
I don't know if he's here or not. Is he still here?
I'll get this over to you, Gary.
All righty. Thank you.
All right.
Congrats, brother.
Thanks.
All right. Well, let's spin for the skinny blue knife and see who wins that. Denny, plant-based.
Hey,
journal.
Denny.
Denny is a paid member. So Denny, I'm sure you just congratulated Gary, so I'm sure you're still out there, but say something, buddy, so we know that you're still there. And email me at AmericanHillbillyUp@gmail.com, and I will get that skinny blue knife sent right out to you, buddy.
There he is.
All right. Yeah, Denny's still out there. Woohoo!
There we go. Congrats.
Yep.
All righty. Man, you guys are all awesome. I mean, and I'm going to bring up the banner of the VIPs. Like I said, I've got to get this one updated. But I've got it updated somewhat, but there's still a lot of paid members that's not in here and stuff like that. So anyway, I appreciate each and every one of you. And they do sponsor the skinny knife giveaway. We use the funds from their membership back to you guys for the giveaway. So we want to thank the VIPs so much for doing that. You guys are just awesome. And Jamie, Moondog, I know you guys need to jump off here most usually first. So
yeah, we
which
got
one
both
of
of us
you
got
want to
trips for-
jump off first? And we'll go ahead and plug your channel.
Jamie, do you want to go first or shall I?
You go first, bro.
All right. So I've got, let's see what I got to share. What am I working on right now? I'm working on a review of this scope here from this company. And don't feel bad if you've never heard of them, Telson, but you will probably hear from them. They're out of Texas. And this particular scope was made in Japan with Japanese ED glass. They just sent it out to me. This is actually their production one. It's so new that they didn't even have a box for it. But and in fact, I have to give this back to them because this is the one that they're going to be showing off at SHOT Show at their booth. So I have to review this in a hurry and pack this up and bring this over to them at SHOT Show so they could show it off to the industry.
Oh, cool.
But this is, and I wish I could keep this because this is one of those expensive scopes. I think the MSRP is going to be around 1,500. So yeah, not out of my budget, but this is as good as scopes that cost twice as much in terms of what I've been able to see out of this. So this is very impressive, and this is the 3 to the 18. Has this whole indicator knob. It has a 0 stop, but after you do a second revolution, it pops out just to tell you that that it's up to its second revolution, and not just that it's excited for having been touched.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So this, I'll be working on the review of this next week, and hopefully get it done before I leave for SHOT Show next weekend. But that's it. So check out the reviews. They'll be coming fast and furious before SHOT Show, because I won't be able to work the week that I'm out there, just other than filming. So I won't be able to put up too much content. So I'm just trying to get as much content before I head out there. But if you happen to be going to SHOT Show and working in the industry and you see me walking around, I'll be wearing my red Moondog shirt, not my usual Flecktarn. Come say hello. And of course, check out my my weekly show on Wednesdays on my channel, Moondog. Well, any of my channels, Moondog 2A, Moondog Reviews, or Moondog Go. Anyway,
You betcha.
So
Well, thank you so much for being on here tonight, buddy. Always appreciate you so much. Everybody go over and check out Moondog's channels. They're all great. I mean, every one of them. And subscribe if you're not. Give them some support.
please do.
But appreciate you, buddy, and hope you have. Well, first of all, your mom, she's okay there in the LA area right now.
God willing, she's still outside of the warning zone where they warned people to evacuate. When they had the campfire, what was about 7-8 years ago, she was literally the people on the other side of the street were in the mandatory evacuation zone, and the fire got to be within half a mile. We could see it from on the hill above her house. So yeah, she's up in the hills there, but she's about 10 miles away from the Easton fire. One of the fires out there near, that's the one that's in Pasadena, Altadena area.
Yeah. Well, hope we're praying for her and everybody else is safe, buddy. And also have a safe and fun trip to SHOT Show. So you'll be off of Guns, Bear, and Therapy, just like Gary, for the next couple Saturdays, I assume.
Yeah. Probably for the next 2. So
yeah,
I'll try to send you like last time. I'll try to send you a little message from the airport.
You betcha. You betcha. Give us some update. You guys can be our SHOT Show correspondents.
Yeah. I hope to see you there, Gary, and everybody. If I won't see you for a little while. God bless.
Have a good night.
Good night, Moondog.
See you.
Bye.
Moondog.
So, Jamie, what do you got coming up, buddy?
I'm going to work on some 54R. I got some bullets sent to me, and I might load some of those up in 308 as well, but I'll have to resize them. Some things I'm thinking about. I've ordered myself a Monstrum scope, so I may do a review on it when I get it. And other than that, just Friday nights at 8 o'clock on Georgia Shooting Connection channel. And we try to clear the deck in time for Gizzard Gary and the hen party at 10 o'clock. And so, yeah, we got your Friday nights planned out for you. Man, guys, thanks for having me. Thanks for putting up with me. And all of a sudden I am whooped. So
Well, appreciate you being here, Jamie, as always. Thank you so much. And guys, go over and check out Jamie's channel and subscribe if you're not, JH586. And also the Georgia Shooting Connection comes on Friday nights, 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern, and followed up by Gizzard Gary, Foul Territory. And then I don't know if he's still doing it every Friday night, but a lot of times G Webs most usually does the 2A review, or is that right? 2A weekly wrap up a lot of times on Friday nights right after Gary's show. So anyway, check them all out. What a great Friday night. So anyway, appreciate you, Jamie.
thank you. Good night, guys.
Good night,
Take
All
care.
right.
See y'all
Good night,
next-
Jamie.
All righty.
I think I might go ahead and peel off here early too, Hillbilly.
Yeah, it's almost 11 o'clock, so we're gonna go ahead and go through the room here.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. So we'll just, since we started up top, let's go you next, Pat the Bunker. What you got coming up, buddy?
Well, hopefully, time willing tomorrow, hopefully I can get a video shot and out tomorrow. If not, I think I've still got some stuff left over from this past summer with shooting with the gang out there at Thunder on the Prairie. So we'll just see what happens tomorrow. But yeah, go check out everybody out there on the side chat. Go check out Gizzard. Go check out Garage. Go check out Bubba. And go check out this guy right here, because he's got a lot of good videos too, besides being a gracious host. So anyway, yeah, man, that's all I've got. Thanks for having me on. Always fun on a Saturday night.
All right, buddy. Well, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you as always. Guys, go over and check out Pat in the Bunker. A lot of great stuff. Not only you got gun content, you got some farming and ranching content on there. Always a nice big variety of stuff, and always fun. So thanks a lot for being here tonight, Pat.
Thanks for having me on.
All righty. So Gizzard, what do you got coming up, buddy? I know you're going on a trip too, right?
Well, we are going to have, for my channel members, we are going to go ahead and have the members only chat this Wednesday. And that's always at 8 p.m. Central. So, as far as Foul Territory goes, we're off for 2 weeks for SHOT Show. And so I've got packing to do this week. I've got some reviews yet to get out and stuff like that. I'm gonna be a busy feller for the next few days. So flying out Saturday morning. So and yes, I could do my show Friday night, but the way it usually works is there's stuff you're packing at the last minute and stuff like that, and I just rather not have to worry about it. So anyway, I'll miss everybody, but we'll hit it when I get back, and hopefully I'll have plenty of good content to share with you too. So as far as this show goes, of course, I'll miss next week for sure. The following week, I come into Wichita probably around 2 or 3 o'clock, so I could get home and rest up and possibly be on the Saturday after SHOT Show. We'll kind of play that by ear. Send me an invite. If I can make it, I will. So
awesome. We'd be glad to have you and hear some SHOT Show stories and stuff like that. And so
tell you all the stories. Yeah, the ones I can tell. Let's put it that way. Sometimes there's stories you can't tell that come from SHOT Show. So.
You betcha. They always got that. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas somewhat.
That's pretty much true. Yeah.
Well, guys, go over and check out Gizzard Gary, a great channel. And also, again, Friday nights, Foul Territory. Let's see, 9 Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. So make sure you check that out. And you have a safe trip. All the humans out there, looking forward to the videos that you guys are going to be making out there. So thanks a lot, buddy. Appreciate you.
All righty. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. And so,
take it easy, Gizzard.
Garage Guy will drop right on down to you, buddy.
Well, I really don't have anything planned. Like I said earlier, it's been snowing here. Can't really get out to do anything like that. But I'm going to try and do some videos around the house for my secondary channel, Garage Guy 879.2. And there's not going to be any firearm related content on it. It's just going to be here around the house, friends, family, that kind of thing like that.
Yeah.
And I'm still learning about this computer I got here now. And I got the Clip Champ program fairly figured out, but uploading after I've finished editing the video, it wants to upload straight to YouTube. I'd rather publish it up in my computer first and then upload it to YouTube that way, like I did on my old computer. But
well, I know my editing device, it has that also, but also there's a tab along the same deal. You can put save to device.
right.
And so you click that and then you can pick, what drive or wherever you want to save it at. And so,
right. But once I get that figured out and the weather clears up, heck, Mike, I got several firearms I bought a while back and hadn't even had a chance to get the first shot. So remember that Ruger with the 10-inch barrel?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
I haven't shot that yet. That's been months.
Oh, man.
So, but you still got dibs on it. I remember.
Oh, yeah. Good night, Danny. Yeah, that's a beautiful gun, man. Yeah, that's a sweet pistol. No doubt about that.
This weather clears up, I'll be good to go. But every time I've been off, rain, snow, I can't win.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Ozzy says Gary may just come home with the new missus from Vegas. Oh man. Well, thank you so much for being here, Garage Guy. Everybody go over and check out Garage Guy 879 and subscribe. Support him over there. Great channel. And appreciate you being here tonight, buddy.
Anytime.
All righty. So, Bubba, I know you've been working, your hours have changed and a lot of work, and now, you're not feeling good. You got anything coming up, buddy? You gonna start posting anything soon, or maybe start doing the good, the bad, the Bubba again?
I'm hoping I can get back to doing at least the good, the bad, the Bubba, because I have been bored and there's nothing to do. Don't know that I can right now. I don't really have a setup in here for streaming at all. I probably, if I did do good, the bad, and the Bubba, I wouldn't be able to have my camera on or anything like that. I'd probably have to run it off my phone for a while, but I could probably do it. I had other videos planned, and then Kentucky decided to get 5 inches of snow, followed by 2.5 inches of ice, followed by 5 inches of snow again, and then another 5 inches of snow and a half an inch of ice. So it's been great being stuck at work for 3 days straight because nobody would come to relieve us because they're too scared to drive on the roads, and because Kentucky got declared into a state of emergencies. Now that was everybody's just a pansy. On top of being sick for these few weeks, and I'm just like, something is telling me not to do this anymore, but I don't care. I want to do this. I'm about half tempted to buy a pellet gun, sit out in the backyard, and start shooting. Like, this is as good as we're gonna get for a while because I can't trust the weather and I can't trust my work.
Well, I mean, Hasbro's got those BB gun challenges out.
Oh yeah, that's right. I've been wanting to get that Gamma Whisper. And I do have some gnarly ballistic tips pellets I could use. That I have been curious on, and the Gamma, apparently from what I read, the Gamma Whisper is it's spring loaded, but it's 1,325 feet per second.
Wow.
And that's pretty gnarly out of a pellet gun. I'm thinking we might just do that. We might just get out in the backyard, just see me out there shooting a pellet gun in the backyard.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah,
Because I can't get anything else set up for nothing.
hey, that's fun to watch too. No doubt about that.
I want to get some reactive targets too. Some of those swivels. They got ones for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got little pingers. Yeah. We might
Yeah,
have a
they
little
got
thing
them.
on that.
You bet you, buddy. Well, thank you so much for being on tonight. It's good to see you. Hope you get feeling better, buddy. And hope that snow and ice thaws out for y'all.
You and me both.
Alrighty. Well, I want to thank each and every person that's watched this show live and on the rewind. I appreciate y'all so much. Always a great group of people that get on here on the panel, and then the side chats just amazes me every week. You guys are so awesome, and the VIPs. I mean, there's a reason you guys are called VIPs because that's what y'all are. I mean, you guys are just amazing. And me and Ames really appreciate your support, your friendship. And this is just, a family. And we're so happy to be a part of this family, this community. And if you're new here as a VIP, even if you got gifted a membership, every Tuesday night, 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern, we have a VIP chat. And so it's pretty much similar to what we're doing tonight, but it's just for the members only. And we just have a lot of fun on there. And also on there, we put the link out on the side chat so anybody that wants to can jump on the panel and visit and talk and get along with us in the side chat. So we just always have a great time, and we also have a giveaways there too. So anyway, thank you all so much. I appreciate you, love you, and I want to leave you all with this. Remember, God, family, and country. Make somebody's day better, will you? And if the good Lord's willing, the creeks don't rise. We'll be seeing you all again. We love you, Hillbilly Nation. Everybody say goodnight.